Okay, hello everybody. So we're having issues with the sound. I'm really irritated because I think I just probably need to get a new device or whatever the case may be. You all come on. We're going to um, move forward with this and try to go ahead and just jump on into it. Again, like I said before, make sure you all share, share, and pass the video around so we can go ahead and get into it and move on. Okay. Um, All right, so let's try to make sure everybody's on here, so I can go ahead and add everybody that needs to be added, and we can just kind of move on. All right. You said it's better if we both have headphones? Okay. All right. Because I normally don't have this issue, but we're going to go ahead and move on. Rashawn, let me know when you come on. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and this should be a lot better. Hey, Rashawn. Okay.
Hey, Rashawn. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, do you have me on the car phone?
Okay, do you have me on the car phone?
No, you're on my regular phone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I've already did a lot of this.
All right, I've already did a lot of the talking earlier.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Okay. So, I just wanted to basically come out here to, come on here just to say, my part in the videos, the unedited versions getting put out. Because from what I've seen, it's been doctored up in so many times that. So, but me and my friend, just to protect the true identity of my friend, this is very hurtful. Right now it's allegations, about who it is. But I particularly know the truth. So I just wanted to say that, that this has gone like really, really far. And I saw your video earlier where you talked about everything that we discussed. I saw your lack of sympathy for it as far as, people being ridiculed or harassed by a simple mistake or something that they regret, But neither the video was released because neither I or myself, neither I or my friend are Christians, and nor do we feel a certain way about the church being a sacred place, because that's where most of the hate comes from. It's it's supposed to be a place of.
Okay, I think we're having some. I think he's probably in a bad area.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes. Am I back?
Okay, you back. Can you hear me?
Hold on. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I think. Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Phone is frozen. Yes.
Okay.
But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it's supposed to be a place of refuge. It's supposed to be a place of safe haven. It's supposed to be a place where you can come in when you're lost. But yeah.
Don't pay attention to the comments. Don't pay attention to the comments.
I can't even see that.
Okay.
For some reason, I can't see the comments. But what I'm saying is, it's supposed to be a place of refuge and solace, but you don't get that when you go. There's a lot of playback. I don't know if that's me doing.
You hear feedback now?
Yeah, it's like it's being played on another device.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, because I don't hear the echo anymore. Hold on. Okay, just turn your volume down.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, my device is like.
Okay, because I don't hear the echo anymore.
Okay, now I do hear.
It's
Okay, now I do hear.
Yeah, it's like you're being repeated.
Okay, just turn your volume down. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, my device is like.
Okay, because I don't hear the echo anymore. Okay, now I do hear. Okay, now I do hear.
Yeah, it's like you're being repeated.
Okay, just turn your volume down.
Hold on. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna try this one more time again. I'm not sure. Let's try to do this. Okay, let's try this again. Oh God. Okay, we're trying to fix it, y'all. I don't know where the echo is coming from or anything of that nature. You said he's on Bluetooth. Okay, so we're trying to fix that. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. There's always a way to skin a cat. Oh shit. All right, let's do this. Share. Okay, let's go do it like this. If I can't get it one way, I'm gonna get it another way. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. Rashard, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I we'll just have to do it like this then.
So, I just wanted to come on and like I said earlier, just to say my piece and, you know, the reason why I know for me, I didn't release the edited versions that are out now. I just released the unedited version.
Okay.
And I do want to go and say, that I did send you the picture to protect the true identity of my friend,
Okay.
Who's involved in this situation. And I just want it to be said straight that this is something that has gone completely out of hand. Like I said, people have done things in the past. I guess the magnitude of this is because of where it's at.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. That's if it was somewhere else, it wouldn't be that. If it was somewhere else, it wouldn't be that serious.
And the thing of it is I myself am not a Christian, nor is my friend a Christian. But so the the thing of it is that it's really taking a life of its own, only because you have people that constantly talking about it. You have people that is constantly reposting it and blogging it only because of where it's at. You know what I mean? So, because if you think about it, people always say, "Oh, you know, that's sacred, that's holy, that's this, that's that." But if you think about it, the church is really just a building for the people.
Right. So my question is, before we get into that, like, what part did you play in it?
I shared the video, which then in result someone else shared it and it got out like that.
Oh.
The video was really set out to be like say someone having sex in the park. It was kinky, I guess, on top of a fire truck or something. It was it was one of those type of videos. It wasn't nothing to let's sodomize the church or let's what I mean. It was really and
okay, so I
say it was a bad situation.
Okay, so that was your friend. I'm just asking the questions. I'm not blaming anybody. That was your friend. Is that like your boyfriend? Is that something like that?
No.
Okay, so
really good friend of mine.
Okay, so what was the situation with him? I call him Mr. Bucket. So what was the situation with him and Mr. Bucket? Mr. Giggles, they call him.
What was the situation? They're in love. They are in a romantic relationship. There was no coercion.
Okay.
In any of that. There was no manipulation in any of that.
So I mean, it was platonical. It was mutual.
Yes.
Okay.
People like, because some of the comments are like, oh, you probably paid him and something like that. No, these two are in a romantic relationship. They have been for quite a while now. So it's just sad. It's just sad that the things that are being said about these individuals. I mean, because if you want to say anything, you can just say, oh, it was in the church. Oh, they wrong for that. But then you have to dig and probe and find stuff to, I guess, be relevant on social media as far as in regards to this, because it is a hot topic.
Right.
Right now. This might be dead come next week. Just because the internet is very finicky. So
I don't know about that, but okay. So then the other thing was, okay, that's your friend, and apparently Kang and Mr. Bucket are in a relationship. So you mean I'm just asking questions. So you mean to tell me that Mr. Giggles, they call him Mr. Giggles, I call him Bucket. He didn't feel some type of way about doing this in his dad's church?
I'm not sure what was the feeling. I don't have a relationship with the other gentleman in the video.
So you're basically the person that shared the video. Were you there?
No, I was not there.
Okay. So how did you get the video? Did you just see the video in his phone and then like
the video was sent to me out of confidentiality, and I shared it, like I said, because there is the same reason why you or anybody else is sharing it.
Okay.
It's in the church.
Right. Yeah, that's why I shared it.
And I have no ties to the church, like I said, so it was something that was easy for me to to get out, or to share, because like I said, I have no ties. Like I wasn't offended by the video. I wasn't turned off by the video. It wasn't off-putting to me.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. So that's why I shared the video. Completely violating my friend's trust in me, because that's not something that I know that they wanted to get out like that. And at the time, I wasn't even thinking about the other gentleman in the video. I was thinking about more so my friend.
Okay. Cause like honestly, like I got the video, I think Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and when I got up, I looked at it and I was like, I had to watch it because I was just waking up and I was like, is this in the church? So, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it was just something that was like, oh, this is in the church. I didn't think that people would probably respond the way that they did. I knew
Yeah.
that they more than likely would have an issue because it was in the
Because
church.
in the church.
Right. And so I get where you're coming from. Like, your whole position is, you have no ties, no relationship to the church or anything like that. You're not a Christian or whatever. And I get that part. I totally get that part. And I think in you sharing it, you was not expecting for it to go viral the way that it did.
Right.
So this is what
So
I
and
would.
then and then I also, you know, would well was protecting, the true identity of my friend because his face is not in it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, the only thing that they'll probably get out of it is, the act and where it's at.
Okay, so I'm gonna be because I like unlike some other vloggers that I know of, and I'm not talking about Larry Reed. They probably will go in on you, and I'm trying to at least
That's fine.
make this as simple as possible, because the question is like, were you guys in a relationship? Did you guys do anything? Because there's 5 videos. They said it's 5 videos, and I've only seen.
I mean, like I said, because they're doctored. There's not 5 videos. There's one video that's been chopped up. Like I said, that's been chopped up and probably edited 1,000 times. But there's not 5 videos.
Okay, so my question is, did they move from room to room?
No.
It was only in the sanctuary.
Yes.
So they didn't go in the baptismal pool.
No.
It's just right there in the chair and in the pulpit.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's in the video is the actual video. Now, because it's 2 videos, it's because, like I say, it's been chopped up and edited multiple times.
Okay, so the one guy, the heavier set guy, he wasn't married.
Married.
Well, because they said he had a ring on. Remember we had talked about that? He wasn't married, right? Just to clear that part up. He wasn't married. Okay, so
I don't know where the ring comes from.
okay, so you told me earlier that the guys were getting death threats, and that they were ostracized, or they were put out by their family. Tell me about that.
Like I say, it's very sad. Like, in social media, it's very powerful. It has the ability to destroy.
Right.
As the Christians like to say, Satan come to kill, steal, and destroy. Social media does the exact same thing, and a lot of it is perpetuated from Black Christians, Black people who so-called believe in God or worship the church, which can give them a rat's ass whether they live or die, as long as you pay your tithes. So, if you think, so my thing is, like I say, me, myself, nor my friend are Christians. We do not believe in any of that religious stuff. But the thing of it is it is something that is really taking a toll, and I just wanted to to let people know that, words hurt. They do. Because the thing about it is, y'all can still set foot in church on Sunday.
Right.
Well,
like I said, I'm not here because me personally,
live your life based on, because all your demons are in your closet, but all your bones are buried at this point. So you can judge, you can point the finger, but when it's you actually going through it, it's really something very different. It takes on a monster of its own.
Okay, so my thing was, I get that you all don't take onto Christianity or religion. Don't have really too much to say about the guys or whatever, because you're just the person who leaked it. Did you ask them, like, why did y'all do this in the church? I mean, I know y'all don't care nothing about that, but did you ask them, like, why did you do this in the church?
No.
You didn't?
Because,
okay.
like, let me ask you, are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, and you speak the way you speak on your blog and stuff like that. So let's just say that, you know, if someone wants to say, oh, you talk about dick and ass and dick in the booty and sucking dick and stuff like that, but is that godly? But you can sit in church on Sunday and show your face.
So let me help you out with this one.
Yes.
I don't necessarily call myself a Christian because the way Christians follow things, that's not Christianity. That's my thought. So I'm not that version of a Christian. Now, I feel like this. I don't think cuss words is a sin. I don't think drink is a sin. None of that stuff. I don't think even being gay is a sin. Now, these folks in this live may think differently or whatever the case may be. I'm not here to do that. Now, I get you and I understand you because people will do whatever the hell they want to do and they'll go lie, suck dick, do everything else. I get that part. So the people that are judging you based upon what y'all did in the church, I get that part because they've probably done far worse. My only thought was, wow, they did it in the church. Okay, cool. I laughed and joked about it. I saw the comments about people judging you all about doing it in the church. And I did say earlier, you know, you all have probably done something that or worse. At the end of the day, it's like this. I think it was not a good judgment call. That's my only thing. It wasn't a good judgment call because of the building or the place or where it was. That's all. You know, I think I probably would have did it somewhere else, maybe in the office or somewhere. That was it. But
it's still the ground. It's the sanctuary, the only sacred place of the church.
I get that part. You know, I just think because people saw Jesus on the cross and the pulpit and stuff, that they went off on that. But if it was the office, people wouldn't have cared because it was like, okay, we don't see none of this stuff. Listen, church folks are fickle. Church folk are fickle. If you had did it in the fellowship hall, it wouldn't have been no thing. You did it in the office, it would have been no thing because we wouldn't have known it was in the church. Yeah, but it's still not right. It's still not right because it's still the church. But at the end of the day, I get what you're saying. You know, it is what it is, and people have done worse, whatever the case. I do get the part where you're saying about people sending them death threats. I don't think that they should do that because to me, it's not that serious.
Yeah, but you also said in your previous video that you don't care. They shouldn't have been sucking dick in the church.
Yeah, I don't think they should have been sucking dick in the church. That's just me. That's just me.
You said you didn't care that they got death threats. You said, go back and watch.
Okay.
You said you didn't care that they had, you know, you said because you were laying down on your back and you was like, I don't care. You shouldn't have been sucking dick in the church.
Okay, so.
But that's real. I mean, a guy just lost his life behind movies.
Okay, so it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't care that he's getting death threats. I don't care that what they were doing, sucking dick, period, in the church. I don't care about that. Now, I don't think that they should get death threats. That I don't think that they should do that. I don't care about all that other stuff. They shouldn't get death threats, period. Now, I'm not trying to rowboat or anything like that. I don't think that they should get death threats. Now, I did say that in my video. I don't think that they should get death threats. That's going too far.
I mean, the thing of it is, it's like, it's just really taking to a whole nother level. Like, and I'm only speaking out because, like I say, I'm involved. You know, you can say I'm the one to blame. You know, I take full responsibility for what I did, but I don't want nothing bad to happen to those two gentlemen. Like,
well, you know, I said yesterday. I said yesterday when I was talking to some friends of mine. I said, now we've shared this video and we've laughed and joked about it and we've made memes and stuff. I said, but at the end of the day, I said, whoever it is, I said, this young man, the bigger boy, he probably could have some self-esteem issues and go do something to himself. And even the other one could do the same thing too. So, I mean, it does take a toll. But at the same time, as I said in the very last video I did, you know, a lot of times we have to think about what we do. And and this is just me, Rashawn. If you're recording something, and you keep it in your phone, anybody could get that and share it.
That's true.
I mean, and again, I'm not blaming you, but you shared the video and it went viral. And now these individuals, are losing their mind because of something that was shared. Now, this again, you shared it with another friend of yours, and so it's like people take something that may be so simple, and it turns into something that could be just so hurtful or detrimental in a matter of days and stuff. So my only thing for them is sometimes we have to think about the stuff that we do. I don't listen. Folks have sucked dick in church, have conceived babies in church, and did all kind of things.
And they have done it in the middle of service.
Yeah,
But,
while service going on.
My friend trusted me, and I violated that trust.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it was something that we were supposed to just, I guess, share between us, because how we feel about, like I said, how we feel about Christianity and religion and things like that. But for it to, cause people their lives behind it or their livelihood behind it, I mean, it shouldn't be that. The church is, if anywhere you're supposed to go is to the church. Yes, what he did in the church was probably wrong, but or considered wrong amongst, Christians or whatever.
Mm.
If I say, oh, I'm sorry, and I want to repent, shouldn't I be accepted over on? Ain't that what walking Christ like is?
Well, see, I'll say with that, I get what you're saying. But see, church people are not like that. They feel like you violated. And I mean, he didn't do nothing but, whatever. But church folks, Christians, they don't see it like that. They see that you've done this in the church and you've just violated every right in the book. And I don't think that the young man should be ostracized. I don't think that the young man should be thrown away. Anything wrong can be forgiven. I mean, anything like that. I don't think his family needs to ostracize him. I don't think his family needs to throw him away. I think, for me personally, had the video never got out, would nobody know anything, we wouldn't be here today. I think they probably would have cleaned up whatever they did and went on about their business. I just feel like, for whoever, whenever, when you're recording stuff, think about that stuff. Like, this could get out and it could do good or it could do bad, and so for the two young men that are involved, I don't want them to do anything to themselves. That's my thing.
Yeah.
End of the story. I don't want them to do anything to themselves.
Because the only people that were disrespected in this whole ordeal was the young man's parents.
Now, which one? You talking about the preacher's son or King?
I don't know who King is, but yes.
I mean, they call him King Melanin,
Oh, well, I've never heard that name, but like I'm saying,
Okay.
if that's what is going on in the situation, then people are supposed to be forgiven, like you said, because everybody has fucked up and fallen short.
Right.
The preacher's son, I don't think he has self-esteem issues, because there are a lot of heavyset guys with way more confidence than me.
Right.
So I don't think that's any issue, because that's not that's not an issue, because no one knows,
Right.
this guy, how this guy is, what I'm saying? But like I say, the preacher's son parents were the only one that was disrespected by the act, because
Right.
it happened in their church.
Right.
So it's not a situation where you can, I guess, tread lightly on this, because now they're attacking their son because they're trying to stay in good faith with Christians.
Well, and I know what your stance on this, but let me ask you a question. Do you understand why they are acting towards it? Doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. But do you understand why they're acting like that towards their son?
I understand why, because of the disrespect.
No, not so. Well, it is a disrespect, but it was the fact that out of every place, it's in his daddy's church, and
This is the thing. I feel like why they act like this. Of course they love their son. They want the best for their son. They encourage their son to be great. But the thing about it is, you have to look at it like this: the church is a business, and I need to keep this perfect image of my family because I know pastors whose children are gay, but they have to marry women.
Well, no, Rashad.
You have to look at a situation where you are. Do I stop my coin and love my child, or do I cast out all bad to keep my coin flowing?
Well, no, I don't per se think it's that, because I'm not looking at it from a perspective of, sin or trying to make us look good or whatever. Because I mean, you got kids who get pregnant, you got kids who come out gay, you got kids who do all kind of things. It's none of that. It's the fact that, like, y'all recorded y'all stuff doing this in okay, let me act like I'm the daddy. Let me act like I'm the daddy. And me personally, if that was my son, I'd probably been slapping the shit out of him and be like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do this in the church? And that would just be my thing, because I'm like, you recorded it and now it got out of y'all, sucking dick in the church. And I mean, I know people do this shit, but why the fuck would you record it? That's the thing. That's what I'm looking at. Me personally, I don't think the young man should be ostracized by his family. I think both of them probably should have been slapped, because whether or not you like the church, don't like the church, agree with it, don't agree with it, it's just some things that that's just me. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying it again. That's just me that I wouldn't do, because.
See, now I feel like you don't, because you said you don't consider yourself a Christian per se. Like, you don't follow, I guess, Christian values.
I don't look at Christianity like everybody else looks at it.
But I think what you're doing now is you are trying to stay in good faith with Christians. Because the bulk of your followers are Christians.
No, I'm not. See, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to stay in good faith with Christians. I'm not, because everything that I say on my lives, trust me, I get fault with the things that I say.
Right, and I will say this because you hold it in high regard. You hold it as absolute. Like, they just shouldn't have done it in the sanctuary. It's still showing.
I grew up in this thing.
Right, I was raised Christian until I actually had to seek it for myself. And then I saw that it was a bunch of lies, fabricated lies, so that you bring your money to the pulpit. Because the church's motto is, bring me your money, but take God your problems.
Okay, Rashad, I get where you're coming from with this. I get where you.
I'm making a point.
Okay.
And I think what you're doing is you're overlooking my point. Is because, like you say, had this been anywhere else, it'd have been fine. It could have been on a playground, and it would have been fine. Not knowing that kids play there, people bring their dogs there.
It would have been looked at weird if it was on a children's playground.
Family brings there. Had you not seen any kids,
okay,
you wouldn't have looked at it differently. You wouldn't have looked at it any differently. You didn't see any parishioners in that church, but you still look at it differently.
Okay.
Had it been at a park with no kids or no families or nothing, you would have looked at it differently.
But see, but Rashawn, now see, I'm gonna say this because I've seen people go to jail for having sex at a child's playground. Now, I mean, again, contrary to what people may think or believe, people look at certain places like, okay, you shouldn't do this here, or you should not do that. And I mean, as it regards, like, if people say that about children's playground, I feel the same way about certain things. Like, I wouldn't go to a mosque, a Muslim mosque, and have sex. I'm not Muslim. And so, I mean, I'm not trying to throw the blame or anything like that. I wanted you to merely come on to tell what happened, your side and everything, because, again, I hear you on these young men are, I don't want them to do anything to themselves. I don't want them to get death threats because of this. I think church people can be real stupid because there is no reason why you need to be threatening somebody's life. This is somebody's son, and I don't think that they need to be ostracized because at the end of the day, they're still your child. He made a fucked up move. Yes, he did. He made a fucked up move. and it was recorded. Now, I think if it had not been recorded, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But because it was recorded, we are here where we hear it now, and boom. Now, again, I get what you're saying about, you know, the place and everything, and it is what it. My point is this: after all of it, and that's why I didn't even try to even repost anything else. Like I reposted it earlier, and that was before I got your message. And so when I got your message, that was after it was reported. When I got your message, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna repost it again because I don't want anything to happen, because my thing went viral, and I don't want anything to happen to him because of me reposting something. Because again, I understand what it's like to be ostracized by people and everything like that. And so I wouldn't want anything, even though, like I said, people are going to feel different about this conversation. They're going to feel different and feel like,
because I know I probably after this they probably dig up stuff on me, or find videos of me, because there are videos out there. But like I'm saying,
I wouldn't say that.
The internet is a very rude place.
It is.
I'm sorry, what you say?
I said I wouldn't have said that, but you do have petty people. I'm just.
You do, and that's why I said it, because I know.
Okay.
So it's like I'm aware of Black Twitter, because white people don't do this. This is Black Twitter. This is Black folks perpetuating this. So I'm aware of Black Twitter. I know how it works. So the thing of it is, if I have to, which I am going to, but if I have to receive backlash for this, then the thing of it is it's because people are dying behind cyberbullying.
Right.
People are committing suicide. No one died in this scenario, but I'm just saying, people are. It gets real, because the mind can only take so much. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to really be cautious of your words, because you wouldn't want it to be your child or your daughter or your husband or your brother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If people forget the fact that it hurts worse when it hits home.
Right.
So, but so we can do it for kicks and giggles and laughs, but at the end of the day, the reason I came over here is to say my part in this, and why I feel like this has gotten to be out of hand, because the people are dying, and I am very close to the guy that's involved in the video.
Okay.
So it's something that is really wrong. Everybody's not perfect. People make mistakes. Fuck up. Should they be forgiven? Yes. Especially coming from a sincere place. I think that they should be forgiven, because a lot of times we are, our vision is blurred and our judgment is clouded in the midst of what we're doing at that moment. We don't think about consequences or blowback until it actually happens.
Right.
So
I appreciate you coming on and saying your part. I do, and like I said, y'all ain't got where I don't want to see nothing happen to him, and that's my part on it. I don't, and that's just how I feel about it. I really don't. Mm-hmm. And so that's no BS. And any person with any type of humanity would not want to see another person. Oh shoot, my fingers are going to sleep. Would not want to see anything happen to anybody else, regardless of whatever they did. And that's just how I feel about that. I hear what you're saying, and that's where I'm coming from. And I said that I think yesterday, and I think I said that today. I don't want to see nothing happen to them. I don't like what they did, and that's just where I come from with that. I laughed about it, I joked about it, and I think people going, forever make a joke about it. But at the end of the day, it is somebody's life. Regardless of whatever their decision is, it's somebody's life. But they're not dead. They're not dead.
They're not dead.
Okay, that's all what I wanted to know. So I appreciate you for letting me know, and for just even willing to even talk to me about it. I really do appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, so we'll talk a little later, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I got Rashawn off. My fingers was going to sleep. I'm gonna say this because I'm not double tongued. I'm gonna say this because I'm not double tongued. I don't want to see anything happen to This young man, period. I hear Rashawn. I hear him, and I don't agree with all of his whatever. And it's not about church. It's not about church. It's not about church for me. It's not about church or Christians. I just feel like this is a certain place that we should, like, I don't care whether you in the church or not in the church. This is just some places that you just don't do. It's some things where you just don't go, period. Rashawn was saying, let me just kind of explain this. Let me just explain this. He said he was the one that shared the video. Okay, he said he was the one who shared the video. And I was kind of like, he said that one of the guys was his friend. You know, the one, Kang was his friend. And so, you know, my thing was, I was like, I get it. I don't think you meant to get it out like this. But y'all know black people. Y'all know black folks. Y'all know black folks. Baby, once you see something that's just like, oh, how do you finna share it with somebody else? Girl, did you see this? Girl, you see that? Nigga. Honey, that's black folks for you. That's black folks. That's black folks for you. You know, and now because of the actions of these two individuals, and I know he's watching. I know Rashawn's watching. So like I said, I'm not double tongued. I'll say what I said on his phone, and I'll say what I said on this video. Same thing. Either way it go. Either way it go. If this video was not recorded, we wouldn't be caring. But because this video was recorded, we saw the actions of two individuals, to me, that showed, this is just me, that showed a lack of judgment. Because I don't care, this is just me. I don't care whether I'm a Christian or not a Christian. It's just certain things like, you know, hey, respect is respect. I don't think I would want somebody to come in my house. I don't think I would want somebody to come in my house and bust a nut on the side. Who, somebody did that? It was a football player. And it was a football player, and he said some trespasser was standing beside his daughter's window and was jacking off at his daughter's window. He said he went outside the door because he saw the dude and he was ready to beat the dude's ass. Again, whether you believe in whatever you believe, it's a thing called like respect. Like, hey, you may not agree with everything the church do or whatever the case may be, but hey, you don't do this here. And then the young man, Mr. Bucket, I have to say to him, hey, Mr. Bucket, that's your daddy's church. You need your ass whooped. Like, you need somebody, I don't need somebody to whoop you till you bleeding all over the place, but somebody needs to slap the fuck out you. Because that shit wasn't right and it wasn't cool. It wasn't right and it wasn't cool. Those are some things that you got to think about, period. Now, Rashad said what he needed to say, and I respect him. He was the one who leaked the video. He was not expecting for things to go the way that they went, and I got that. I get it. You know, you see something that's like, oh my God, you want to share it and be like, oh, cool, whatever. But see, I have to go back to whether he shared it or not. Hey, Chantel, to whether he shared it or not. It's some things that you just shouldn't be doing, period. It's some things you just should not be doing. I don't care what. It's some stuff you should not be doing. Now I see some of y'all saying, "Oh, you got to watch your friends." I don't believe Rashad. Well, I don't think. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't think that he was doing this intentionally. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here. I don't think he was doing this intentionally to put his friend out there. I think it was something funny or whatever to him, and he wanted to share it with another one of his friends. That's what that was. Okay? He wanted to share it with another one of his friends. That's where I'm coming from with that. At the end of the day, people make decisions. They make the wrong decisions sometimes, and it backfires. I don't believe that these two individuals thought that this situation would go as far as it did, but it did. Okay? You know, Javon, I'm just saying, like, I don't think this is just me. This is just me. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Baby, if y'all saw, honey, if y'all saw me having sex on a video, honey, listen, I would expect that to go viral, okay? I'm just gonna tell you right now, listen. Kangaroo, what, girl? Listen, baby, if you saw me in some uncompromising position, if you saw me in some uncompromising positions, okay? If you saw me in some uncompromising positions, I'm quite sure y'all would be sharing the video. Period. Now, we not gonna play no games. We not gonna play no games about that. So anyways, y'all, I wanted to get that part out there. I'm not trying to really stress this anymore because it is what it is, y'all. Like, come on now. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not trying to beat up these individuals, because they had sex in church. Baby, you'd be surprised at all the stuff that go on in church. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. Period. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. Period. I'm gonna say it again. I don't think it's right. But again, when it comes down to people and the things that they do and all this other stuff like that, I just think people ought to think. Period. So yeah, that's my part in on it. That's my part in on it. I know y'all had y'all little piece to say about the young man. Hey, y'all, listen. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let it be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna let it be what it's gonna be. I think that both parties. Need to understand. I think both parties need to understand their part that they played. I don't think that, honestly, y'all, I don't think that nobody needs to be doing anything to these young men. I don't think anybody needs to be doing anything to these young men. I think the bishop's son, because he the bishop of that church, the pastor's son, I think he needs to make this right and to apologize. Period. You need to apologize. You need to go scrub that seat. Yes, Javon, use the head on top, not the one below. My prayer is with both of them. Okay? Not just with the young man and the dad of the church folks. Not just them. Y'all stop thinking like that. Stop. Hey, Logan, not just like that. Y'all, I need y'all to really oh God, how can I even put this? Lord, Father, help me. Anyways, I just think that I think everybody needs to think. The video is out there. Okay? Now, I think after the video had been out, 2 days now? Now everybody want to think about suicide and doing some stuff to themselves and going out here and committing some suicide and going to kill themselves. Well, see, I'm going to tell y'all something. When you do stuff, whether or not it was recorded or not, you said need to replace the entire chair. Whether or not you recorded this video, whether or not you recorded the video, you need to think, I don't care who else, I don't care who else do another video. Let me tell y'all something. Some places you shouldn't do stuff. I don't care. Listen, I wouldn't see y'all going on the children's playground and jacking your meat on the children's playground because the police saw you. You gonna get arrested for indecent exposure. The church done got quiet. Am I right? Am I wrong? Hello? If you went on the children's playground If you went on the children's playground and beat your meat on the children's playground and the police saw you going to jail the first. Hello. It's just a matter of, like, there's some things that you should not be doing. We're not gonna throw this off on church folks do this all the time. Now we're not gonna. I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to focus on that. My thing is, these young men made the wrong decision. They made the wrong decision. Shit, they made the wrong decisions. But what I want you to understand is from somebody with reason. See, because I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna make fun of you. What I'm trying to tell you is some stuff you should not be doing. You're not gonna go to the courthouse in the middle of everything going on and fuck right in the middle of the courthouse. It ain't gonna happen. You're going to jail the first. You're not gonna sit here in the middle of rush hour and get in the middle of the street and have a whole orgy session. Won't happen. Somebody getting locked up that day. Period. So again, it's the same thing with the church. Like, it's a place, but there's a right place to do everything, and there's a wrong place to do some stuff too. And that would just happen to be. I don't care if you have had sex in church. You shouldn't do it. Period. Now let me make this very plain and clear. Okay? Plain and clear. I do care about these young men's life. And I don't want them to take their life because they made a fucked up decision. In the words of Tyra Banks, learn from this. Shit. Learn from this. That's all I got to say, goddamn. Learn from this. I know y'all probably want to be famous. And it probably was the reason why y'all did this shit. Y'all was like, woo, this is going to be fun in the church. I do have some questions, though. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him. Y'all in a relationship? Not to say that it ain't possible. Y'all in a relationship? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not going to repost the videos again because I'm so tired of my Twitter getting locked for 12 hours. Right, Derek. I kind of want a part two. I want to talk to the young men's. I want to talk to them. Because what you're not going to do is tell me about everybody seeing. Bitch, we know everybody seeing. Why the fuck you go there? You wouldn't go to the courthouse and fuck in the courthouse. Period. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a conversation with Kang and Mr. Bucket. Now, nigga, don't make me have to drive to Hoboken, Texas. Shit fire. I want to talk to you. You can get on this video. You can call me. We can have a conversation. Because I want to know, what possessed ye your soul to take y'all raggedy ass in that church and record? Because I'm going to tell you something. Now, I don't, I'm not all, trying, oh, that was the devil. No, the enemy in you pan that phone on that wall on Jesus and put it on Mr. Bucket while he was. Okay? I'm just saying. See, it's like, you may not be a Christian. You may not be a Christian. But you know right from wrong, right? You may not like the church. But it's just some stuff you should not be doing. Okay? It's some stuff you should not be doing. Now, at the end of the day, my loves, it's something in you that pushed you, that possessed ye your soul to do some fandanglement like this. Cause honey, you You felt you was a bold soldier. Honey, you panned over there and saw Jesus. I'm being funny, but I'm being so dead ass serious. Honey, you panned over there to Jesus of the Christ. Now, y'all know how I feel about the church and stuff. But to me, that was a form of mockery. That was just me. You know what I'm saying? To me, that was a form of mockery. Like, yeah, go ahead, fuck on in the church. But what you doing, it's like, yeah, see, I'm fucking in here with Jesus. Yeah, suck daddy's dick, nigga. Look at Jesus. Now look at Mr. Bucket. To me, that's a form of mockery. That's just me. I don't care whether you believe in the church, you believe in Christianity, I don't care what the fuck you do. That's a form of mockery. If I go in the Muslim mosque, or if I go in the Catholic church and I pee all over the Virgin Mary, baby, somebody's gonna get their ass whooped that day. And more than likely it's gonna be me. Somebody's going to jail that day, and more than likely it's gonna be me. If I go in the mosque and I go pee or shit or boo-boo or cum all over the box, I'll go get my ass whooped. Period. So I want y'all to understand, this is the reason why these young men are getting attacked, because people, the Christian society in the world, do look at things very intensely. And that was looked at very intensely. Okay, it's one thing. It's one thing, my loves. It's one thing for you to fuck in the church. But baby, y'all kept showing Jesus. Hello? You kept showing the pulpit. You get what I'm saying? To me, that's a form of mockery. That's all I'm getting at. And I was trying to get, the young man to understand, like, I get what you're saying about the young men, don't kill themselves, anything like that. But do you understand the reason why they're getting attacked? It was a form of mockery. So, I want the young men to have an opportunity to think. Have an opportunity to think. Have an opportunity to think. Do I think the young man needs to be ridiculed or ostracized? No. Make this thing right. Because what you did is no different from any girl getting pregnant or whatever the case may be. It's no different. Y'all might have went a little too far, but it's no different. Baby, go on, repent, abundance of praise God, and go on, keep singing your praise and worship. Because, baby, Deacon Walls be getting Deacon Walls, and he's still out here singing praise and worship down there in Texas. So, baby, if Deacon Walls, can be getting Deacon Walls, baby, at the end of the day, y'all can forgive Tub Bucket over here. Y'all can forgive Mr. Buckets, okay? Period. Okay? I'm just saying. Lorenzo, I'm just saying, baby, if y'all can accept Deacon Walls, baby, you can accept Mr. Bucket. Period. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand? Okay? You understand? You understand? He said the young man that was on said that it was one video. He said the video had been chopped up. So obviously what we all saw was a part of one video. Okay? So, just, hey, Jalen, the video, part of it is still on my, the video is still on my Twitter. And the people that have been reporting it, and I have to say this publicly, and y'all send this to Larry Reed. I have to send this publicly. I did blame Larry Reed because I said that Larry Reed was doing some sneaky shit. But it wasn't Larry Reed this time. It was Mr. Bubbles, Mr. Bucket, and Mr. Kang. Okay, they was reporting video because they were getting backlash from it. So publicly, Larry, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I blamed you for that, and I apologize. You understand? I blamed you for that, and I do apologize. Do y'all hear me? I blamed you for that, and I do apologize. And that's heartfelt, because you know it's baby, it's something me to apologize to Larry Reed. I apologize for that. I apologize for that, because baby, listen here. And yes, Thaddeus Matthews did leak the wrong information, because he said Deacon Walls was sucking dick in the church and carrying on. And I was like, that's not the right information. That's not the right information. Okay, that's not the right information. Deacon Walls was out here doing some lasciviousness on a video. And Mr. Bucket and Mr. Kang was out here sucking dick on the camera, okay? There were 5. Actually, Alvin, there's one full part. It was just chopped up into 5 pieces. Well, Christopher, it might have been the family, but Rashad said that wait a minute, Walter. Hey man, let me see what Walter said. Oh, okay. Walter, I just yeah, anyways. Rashad said that that it was one video and that it was chopped up into 5 parts and it was altered. So, you know, we get all kind of mixed information, whatever the case may be. And I'm glad that he came on to say that his part. He came on to say that he was the one who leaked the video. Didn't think that it would go that far, but, or whatever, you know. But I'm going to tell you something. Your friendship has been put into question, young minds. Friendship has been put into question, because now your friend, you said your friends are, you know, possibly want to commit suicide. You know, that's something you got to think about right there. And so I just hope for these young men that they don't do nothing stupid to themselves, because they don't. They don't need to do nothing stupid. Everybody's done stupid things, but they don't need to do that. I don't know who he leaked it to, because I know I got it in my inbox, period. All right? You said, girl, we gonna pray for all of them. Oh my God, I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm sorry that I couldn't put this on my regular page, but that's okay. We gonna air this on the tubes, okay? So y'all get ready to see this again. I love y'all, and talk to y'all later.